Hello everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As always, hope everyone have an amazing day. Three things I am thankful for. I am thankful for relaxation. I am thankful for music, and I'm thankful for peace. Okay. So, it's been 2 weeks since I did a video, y'all. Yes, 2 weeks. I've been chilling. I've been relaxing. Everything's going. Everything's going the way it is. Um, all I've been doing is just watching cartoons and coloring. It's like literally it. Watching cartoons and coloring, playing with my son, and chilling. Um, ain't too much been going on. I hope everything's going on with y'all. As always, I tell y'all, like, I moved through the different timelines and I see so much that's going on. But I just hope everyone's still staying focused and doing what you need to do to, have a productive life, to provide positivity in the world. As for myself, I kind of just left a lot of this stuff alone. A lot of things that was going on, I was like, whatever y'all want to do, whatever's going to happen is going to be. I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm just here to provide love and light. I know right now, y'all probably think, oh, hype energy. Right now, I'm kind of like calm, chill. Yeah, like I said, I haven't did videos in 2 weeks, but for the ones that can still feel my energy outside of that, it's been like a comedy show. I just been clowning my behind off, clowning on people. I just I just clowned somebody probably like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, just been laughing and joking. That's really it. Just laughing and joking, looking at life and enjoying life, no matter how it goes. So this is not like a long message. It's kind of, in a way, it's like I've been debating if I even want to do my messages. It's not even so much of a direct message. Hold on one second, Mister, take your feet off of that, please. Thank you. Yeah, my son is in front of me. But yeah, I kind of was like, I'm not even sure if I had wanted to continue on doing videos. I just needed time for myself. Did some straightening up, changed some stuff around. Even though I'm still in the same spot, things are still working out. Things are still going the way it need to go. I hear somebody ask me, have I picked a side? I'm not picking anybody's side. I'm not sure why that's a question. Yeah, I'm not picking anybody's side. I'm picking me all day, every day. So I'm not sure if that's what y'all was waiting on to hear. But yeah, I choose me. And that's it. It's like, as always, I'm in this chair. Yeah, I choose me. And choosing me is choosing life and choosing love, respect, positivity, growth, evolving into a point where we can all continue to, you know, elevate in life. Taking the caps off of our heads or the blockage off of our heads to continue to grow. In this journey, I want y'all to understand that for me, again, I'm not here to pick sides or anything. I know that my energy is a judge. However, my judgment is based off of our respect for each other. Even for myself, the past couple of days, I've kind of been rough on my own energy, meaning in just making sure that I understand life as a spirit and a reality, understanding all forms of myself. So basically, I just did a lot of like self-reflection. I understand that my mind has to be a leader in its own form. My spirit has to be a leader. My reality has to be a leader. My body has to be a leader, and meaning that all points need to be able to understand that if I try to control any part of me, then all parts are going to fight with each other. So I had to take a moment to myself and realize, like, it's okay for my mind to think different from my spirit, and it's okay for my spirit to think different from my body, and it's okay for my body to think different from my reality, and it's okay for my reality to think different from my spirit, because you are looking at the lens differently in all different aspects. And the way of acknowledging that is knowing that each part is separate, but we come together to communicate what we see mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, reality, and yeah, I said spiritually. So, and body wise, we come together to communicate all of these things at once and communicate and, like I say, and grow that way. So, basically what I'm saying is the problem in this world is like either you got to choose your mind, you got to choose your body, you got to choose your spirit. It's like you got to pick one, and you're wondering why nothing lines up the way it needs to. You're wondering why life is not life in the way it needs to, because you want to control something. So either you controlling your mind, either you controlling your body, or you controlling your spirit. And each part has a mind or energy of its own, and in order to be able to vibe in this world the right way without needing rules, you need to understand that every part of you is a leader. And don't sit back and think that you following people. You following yourself. You following the energy inside of you. That's something that I had to check within myself, because in life I had to realize like I don't follow rules. And that's the reason why I'm able to do what I do. It's because by me not following y'all rules and y'all way of thinking, I know how to navigate without breaking anybody's standards, respect, or boundaries. That's the thing in life. So I had to have a lot of reflections on those things in my time up to myself. I also have reflections about how I look at life. It's no different than how someone dresses and stuff. You know, how you present yourself. You have to realize where you leading at. What is the thing that you're trying to show in this world? You want someone to acknowledge all of you, not parts of you. It's like if you're walking into a crime scene and you see something, or you was at a crime scene or something happened, right? When the police officer, somebody said, can you identify this person that was the villain or whatever? Can you identify them? You don't want to be able to just acknowledge just their hair. You don't want to just acknowledge just their clothes. You don't want to just acknowledge just their words. You want to acknowledge everything. So I had to look at life in this point and say, you know what? Whenever I present myself, I want people to be able to understand all of me and not part of me. Not saying somebody have to physically touch me, but to understand myself as a whole. And that's the thing that I guess I've been evaluating in this process. And I want y'all to be able to get to that point as well. As when it comes to the craziness in the world, I don't care. It is what it is. You know, one thing I learned in this process is what's yours is yours. No matter what. What's yours is yours. And no one can ever steal that from you. All you can do is look at it as a overseas savings account that keeps building up. And eventually the money comes back to you. Eventually those things come back to you. So patience is key. And that's the main thing. Patient is key. So you have the key. You just have to be patient when it's time to unlock the box or unlock the gifts or unlock the knowledge. And that brings me to one more point, and I'm going to let y'all go. I realized in life, and this is all my self-reflection while I was taking a moment back. I had to pull back into myself and make sure that I don't overextend myself like I've done spiritually for the longest. So I realized as well, you need to have realistic goals and supernatural goals. And realistic goals is just your basic things like, okay, if you want to start, I'm going to just use myself. For myself, I wanted to be the leader of the world. It wasn't so much as a leader, I just wanted to help heal the world. I wanted to be able to help heal the world. In that journey, as a kid growing up, I didn't know how to do it. So I procrastinated a lot because in a way it wasn't realistic. It was supernatural. Because how can you heal entire world? That's a supernatural belief or dream. So I had to get to a point where I had to find a way to make something realistic. Because if I didn't strive to see something within a week or 2 months or a year or 3 years, I procrastinated because I felt like that dream could never be, could never happen. So I realized procrastination was something that was part of my life as well. And this is all part of my self-reflection in this 2 weeks. And I realized at points in my life, I procrastinated because I believed in the dream more than my reality. And I had to realize that my reality is still moving. So even if I worked at a job or I went somewhere, I done something, I had to make sure that I still have realistic goals saying, hey, I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So I had to get to a point in my life. I said, okay, if I want to be able to help heal the world, yes, these companies and these jobs and these places that I'm working at can get me there, but how can they help heal the world if I'm only at one spot? So if I'm at a company and only 100 people can see me, that ain't doing it. If I'm at, in my neighborhood and just talking to a couple, 1,000 people, that is not doing it. Yes, word of mouth, but once you start speaking your word, somebody else's mouth can take over it. So I said, okay, how can I still be able to have a realistic goal even though it's a supernatural dream? And that's why I did these videos, because I had to put myself in a position to be able to provide the voice. So I did my videos. But then when it comes to those videos, I realized, well, I don't have a degree. I don't have these different things. So how can I be able to still provide? By being authentic, by acknowledging I don't have these degrees. I don't have that information. I don't know these words. I don't know those numbers. I don't know this connection. I don't know that connection. But this is my truth. And I'm going to continue communicating what I do know until I know something different. And then I will communicate that. So in my journey, I realized I had to have a realistic mindset, put myself in a realistic situation. And then because I believe so much in the realistic situation of pushing myself, because by having that platform now, I can reach more people. By doing that, my supernatural dream came true. So at the end of the day, sometimes we have to pull ourselves back, and reflect and really think about our lives. For me to be out for 2 weeks, it's like that. That's a vacation. That's a 2 weeks vacation off of work. So you got to make sure that even when you working and even when you not working, you evaluate your job. You evaluate your life. You evaluate what you doing, how you doing, because what's the point of having vacation if you're not going to have fun when you're working? So in that process, I want y'all to understand that sometimes you have to pull back and not stress or worry about what everybody else thinking, what the world is doing and how they doing, what they doing, when they do it, and all of these things. Remember that along you are living in your present moment, your gifts always going to come to you. You don't have to wait till Christmas to receive a gift because your presence shows it. So in order for you to acknowledge that, make sure that you appreciate your wrapping. Because if you don't, then how you going to know how it's packaged? On that note, y'all have a blessed day.